In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on April 28, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. San Jose Sharks versus Edmonton Oilers. The playoff-bound Oilers are hot as of late and host a Sharks team that is out of the playoffs and was beaten badly in their last game. The Sharks had won 2 in a row before a loss in their last game. They have the second fewest points in the Pacific Division and will be watching the playoffs from home. San Jose had totaled 9 goals and winning 2 in a row before their last game, where they only lit the lamp twice. The Oilers are coming off a blowout win and they have won 5 of their last 6 games. They have 2 games left in the regular season, and if the season ended today, they would face the Los Angeles Kings in the first round of the playoffs. Edmonton is led by an attack that is averaging 3.48 goals per game, and the team has the 5th most points in the Western Conference. The Oilers are in the playoffs, but they still have something to play for. They are only 2 points clear of the Kings, and if they finish ahead of them, they will host them in a first-round series. The Sharks had been playing well, winning 2 in a row and scoring 9 goals, but they struggled on both sides of the ice and losing their last game 5-2. Edmonton has beaten San Jose in both meetings this season, outscoring them 8-2. While the Sharks have won 5 of their last 6 road games facing the Oilers, don't look for that trend to continue. How poorly San Jose played against Anaheim shows you the situation this team is in. While it will likely be James Reimer going on Thursday evening, the team simply cannot count on much goal production at this point, scoring 2 goals or fewer in 3 of their last 5 contests. While Edmonton is on fire right now, and they will get it done on the attack and on defense. So the Edmonton Oilers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. One of the games between these teams this season went under and one went over. The Oilers scored 5 goals in their last game, and the Sharks gave up 5 goals in their last game. Edmonton is one of the higher scoring teams in the league, and they have totaled 8 goals in the 2 wins over the Sharks this season. They will be solid on the attack in this game, scoring a few goals. San Jose scored 2 goals in their last game while scoring 9 in their previous 2. Their attack will not light it up, but they will score multiple goals. Similar to the Panthers or Avalanche, the Oilers have the offensive firepower to cover game totals themselves. McDavid and Draisaitl have an entire team's worth of points, both over 100 for the season. They're both in the top 10 in goals and are just an embarrassment of riches other franchises envy. The Sharks have been sinking rapidly this season and are a great opportunity for McDavid and Draisaitl to inflate their stats. San Jose hardly has a stable starting goaltender and are approaching bottom 10 status in terms of goals allowed per game. Sharks skater Timo Meier is a solid goal scorer as well and may contribute to the total. Along with Evander Kane, expect the Oilers to take care of the majority of this total, if not all of it. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Nashville Predators versus Colorado Avalanche. The Nashville Predators travel to take on the Colorado Avalanche with an overall record of 44-29. Placing them 4th in the Central. On the season, the Predators are an above .500 team in their 39 road games, posting a record of 19-15-5. Heading into the game, Nashville has played well versus Western Conference opponents, sitting at 29-15. The Colorado Avalanche hosted the Nashville Predators with an overall record of 56-18. Placing them 1st in the Central. On the season, the Avalanche have played well in their 40 home games, posting a record of 32-5-3. So far, the team has been excellent against Western Conference teams, going 34-10. On the season, the Colorado Avalanche have a per-game scoring differential of 1.02. As the Colorado Avalanche get set to take on the Predators, they have a below .500 record over their past 5 games, going 1-4. During this stretch, they have scored 13 goals, accounting for 41% of the scoring in these contests. On the season, the Nashville Predators have a per-game scoring differential of 0.18. However, the team's scoring differential turns negative at -0.1. As the Nashville Predators get set to take on the Avalanche, they have a below .500 record over their past 5 games, going 1-4. During this stretch, they have scored 16 goals, accounting for 38% of the scoring in these contests. This is Colorado's last regular home game of the regular season, and even though they will see them again in the next week, they will want to put forth a strong effort for the fans. The Predators and their fans can now breathe, as they have locked up their spot for this year's postseason. But like Colorado, they will want to put together a solid performance as they prepare for the near future. Colorado will be taking home win on home ice and firing up the fans before the playoffs. After losing 4 straight games, the Avalanche bounced back on Tuesday with a 5-3 win over the St. Louis Blues. And with the strength of the Blues, it was a good test and a great game for Colorado to get back into things. They will carry this momentum against the Predators and into the first round. So the Colorado Avalanche to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In Nashville's 80 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 47-33. So far, taking the over when the Predators are playing away from home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 28-11. On the other side, 59% of Nashville's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 51% of the scoring coming from the Predators in Colorado's 80 games. The over has hit in over half of their games, going 43-35-2. So far, taking the over when the Avalanche are playing at home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 21-18-1. On the season, 60% of Colorado's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 58% of the scoring coming from the Avalanche. This is a typical Western Conference battle written all over it. Each team has been giving up more goals than normal lately, but that will change in this one. The total, which seems high for two teams that have played top-level defense many times. It will be a playoff-like atmosphere in the building, and both teams will bear down and battle hard. The goalies will feel this momentum and put together high-quality games like they both can. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Kings versus Vancouver Canucks. The Kings are hot as the season draws to a close and they head north of the border to face the Canucks, who snapped their losing streak in their last game. The Kings are riding a 5-game winning streak and they have won 6 of their last 7 games. They are in the playoffs and will face the Edmonton Oilers in the first round. Los Angeles trails them by 2 points in the Western Division with 1 game left. The Oilers have 2 games left, and if they can surpass them, they will host Edmonton in the first round of the playoffs. The Canucks are out of the playoff race and they had lost 3 in a row before a win in their last game. They only gave up 2 goals in their last game after giving up a total of 16 goals and losing their previous 3 games. The Canucks are piling up the wins in their own right despite not playing for much these days, and they've beaten up on the Kings in past meetings. This is also the last home game of the season for the Canucks, so you should expect an inspired performance for the home fans after a playoff push that ended up a little short. It wasn't a complete failure this season for the Canucks. The Canucks are coming off a win, and not only have they beaten the Kings in 6 of the last 7 meetings, they have beaten them 4 in a row on home ice. Los Angeles is the hotter team, winning 5 in a row, but I think they will rest some key players like they did in their last game. Both the Canucks and the Kings scored 5 goals in their last game, but neither will reach that mark in this one. Vancouver will play well on defense, as will Los Angeles, but the Canucks attack will find a way to get it done. Vancouver is looking for a victory to send them to the off-season. The Canucks should have a clear advantage in this contest, as well as they will be looking to close the season with 3 straight victories. So the Vancouver Canucks money line is our full game side pick. These teams have gone under in 4 of the last 5 meetings in Vancouver. Los Angeles has gone under in 3 of their last 4 games. The total has gone under in 4 of the last 5 games between these Pacific Division rivals in Vancouver, and that trend will continue. Each team will play good defense in this game, and they combine to allow 5 goals in their previous game. The Canucks already have a shutout win over Los Angeles this season, and while they will not shut them out again, they will play solid defense, with Los Angeles likely sitting a number of their key stars. Their offensive production should be minimal at best. However, even if Quick is sitting, Peterson has been very good this season. There will likely not be a lot of goals scored in this game. The Kings will do the same, but the Canucks will get some goals. Still, this will be a low-scoring defensive matchup. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.